Welcome to Unified Love Couples Ministry with your host, Senior Pastor and Apostle Reese. Join us as we share biblical principles for successful relationships and marriage. And now, Senior Pastor Olden and Apostle LaShawn Reese.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
All right. While we're waiting for others to come on, please share this broadcast. We want to make sure that we are positively affecting marriages and relationships everywhere. So this is not just for those that are married, it's also those that are single, that seeking relationships. And the teachings help you know how to identify those that are right for you. Hey, Shell, we see you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, sis, thank you so much for joining on tonight. And we are ready with our topic, sociable but unlovable.
Ooh, I like this tonight. We're going to talk good stuff.
Oh, yes, it's going to be some good stuff. Hey, cuz, God bless you, Pinky.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for joining on tonight.
Yes.
We was just going to wait. Okay, we see the callers coming in. All right, I see you, Sister Natasha. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining tonight. All right. Okay. So, yes, it is a deep topic. I even received text messages on the day like, woo, where this going? and it is deep. It is. Yeah, it was meant to be deep. And we know that February is the month of love. And we've celebrated Valentine's Day, 10 days ago. Hey, Cousin Sean, we see you.
Woo, woo.
Yes, we celebrated Valentine's Day 10 days ago. And so we wanted to analyze this subject. And actually, God gave this topic to my husband, and he called me. It was over a month ago, saying, I got a topic for the unified love. And the topic is sociable but unlovable. Yes. So when we begin, hey, Minister Martin, we see you. Thank you so much for joining. Those that are on, if you would share this broadcast, we want to make sure that we go deep on tonight. Yes. And you can drop whatever questions that you have in the chat. If you don't want to disclose who you are, you can message through my Facebook page, message me the question, and we'll make sure that you remain anonymous.
Yes.
All right, so here we go. Sociable but unlovable. So when we look at the word sociable, it's those that seek companionship, those that enjoy being around people, that enjoy being around their friends and their associates. And in order to be around our friends and associates, we have to be friendly in nature. So we're pleasant. So we're able to vibe with our friends. We enjoy interacting and meeting new people. And we're a people person because we delight in having the company of others.
That's right.
So that's being sociable. And we can be even outgoing. We go out of our way for others. But when it comes to our personal, intimate relationships, are we unlovable? So you might say, wait, now, how can you be both sociable and unlovable? I can be sociable. I can be friendly to those that I come in contact with.
That's right.
But do I have an attitude with the one I'm in love with? Or do I give, all right, y'all going to talk to us. Okay, I see you. Y'all going to talk to us tonight. Right. So, we can go bend over backwards for family. We can bend over backwards for our besties. We can go out of our way for those that are in our life. Yes. But then when it comes to the one that we're in a relationship, we catch an attitude quick. We're so easily offended. They can't say nothing to us. We're mad, walking around angry. And I don't want to lose nobody tonight, so don't you hang up. You stay connected. Yes, we're going to deal with this. Yes. That's why in the hashtag it says self-evaluation, a self-check. So we've got to check ourselves. Do we even, with our attitudes and the way that we are, if that the person that we were dating or the person that we are married to, if they act how we act, will we be in love with them? Will we be able to handle that? That's self-evaluation. Hey, Pastor Span, if I act the way that I act, if the one that I'm married to, the one I want to marry, the one that I'm seeking to marry, if they act the way that I act, would I be able to handle that? And sometimes it's just plain unlovable. And the word unlovable, incapable of showing love or admiration, and having qualities that are not attractive or appealing. So we wonder why no one wants to talk to us, no one wants to date us, no one is approaching us. First, check our demeanor, especially if you want to be married. Do I always frown? Do I have a unit on my face? Like, why aren't, anyone attracted to me? And I know we don't want to attract just anything. I say that, yes. I know we don't want to just attract anything, but we want to make sure that our attitude is in check. So, okay, y'all got questions?
I want to say this. This was a topic that the Lord had gave to me, and I told my wife about it, and I thought about this for a moment. How many people are in relationships with husband and wife, or getting with somebody they wanting to marry, but they in a place where they don't know how to deal with certain situations. So it's easy to deal with a situation with a friend for a long time, or a family member you grew up with, or your neighbor next door,
Yes.
But it's different when you're trying to get to know somebody for the first time. And a lot of times it's between men and women. They have attitudes. So now I want to take an attitude towards you, because I don't like, I see how you talk to your friend, but you talk to me all mean and nasty, like I did something to you.
Yes.
And I think what goes on is, on both sides, men carry stuff. And women carry stuff. And then when they come together with somebody new, they holding all that stuff in from what somebody else did or what somebody else said years ago. So now I have an attitude with a woman I meet. I have an attitude with a man I meet, because I don't know. I don't know about trusting him, or and then you start talking to your girlfriends and whoever about him, and I don't know. He want to date me and that blah. But I don't know. But here is somebody, even as a wife and a husband, it's so many. We'll treat other people better than we would treat our husband or our wife.
Come on
now.
Yeah.
Some people would treat pastors, leaders, or treat the congregation better than they treat their own family, wife, husband. And that's a shame, because your household need to be straightened.
Yes.
Your house need to be straightened out. And even if you're a deacon, whatever you are in the church, or whatever, if you're just a Christian man, your house should be better than when you go into church, because the church going to take care of itself. But your house, your family, your wife, your husband, they need you too.
And then treat the people in the church, and I'm talking about lay members. We'll go in, we'll greet, we're hugging. Oh, God bless you, I love you. But we can't say that to the one we're in a relationship with. We can't hug them. We can't say, I love you. And I see you say, yeah, have a wall up, because we may have been hurt before, or we may have had something that happened to us that we're bringing baggage now into our new relationship. So what does that do? We're leaking out, leaking. It's leakage. We're leaking what done happened to us in the past. And then we don't give the person that we meet an opportunity to even get to know us. And we don't know. That may be the one that God sends us. But because, I've been hurt so many times, or what they did to me, and, they don't went on and gone with their life. They don't moved on. And yet we stay in a stuck place First of all, we have to know that we have to love ourselves, and also know that God loves us and can heal us past any place of hurt that is in our lives. We've got to know that God can bring that healing to us, so we can allow someone to come in, and not just anyone, the one that God sent, so that when God send them, we don't push them away because of our past issues, because our past hurts.
And I think we talked about this before about baggage. A lot of times before relationships start, women, men, we have baggage. And is what the best thing you cannot do is not bring baggage from a past relationship into a new relationship. Because why? Now you're going to start comparing that person to one another. Oh, you just like so and so. Yeah, when I was with him and when I was with her, she acted just the same way. That's why I got rid of her then. You act just like her.
Come on now, come on.
What? How I act like them?
And we've been there. I mean, we've all been there. We're pushing our hurt and our pain on others when we're not even allowing them to love us past that hurt and love us past their pain. So that's being sociable. Yes, we can have a good time. We can go out. But when it comes to loving me, like I saw the comment about the wall being up, I won't allow you in my space. I won't allow you. So I'm sociable, but I'm unlovable. So if I'm in a relationship with someone and I need them and I want to be loved by them, I have to be able to share my vulnerabilities. I have to be able to share my weaknesses. I have to not always want to be in control and show the other person that I need their strength. I know we like to do things on our own and be our own person, be our own man, be our own woman. But that person needs, okay, so if you can do all that, then what you need me for? Yeah, we going deep. We going deep. Yes.
And see, that's the problem. Because you're not letting a man or a woman come in your life. Now, I always look at things, how people look at them like a circle, like a ring, And it's like, if you trying to get into their circle, first of all, they got to know that you're trustworthy. So they like already watching you, doubting you, already telling their friends about you. I don't know. He kind of sneaky. He be looking at his phone and I can't see who he talking to because he turning. He don't want me to see who he talking to. And I don't know, girl. What you think? And the guys be like, yo, dog, she go out with her friends. You don't want to spend no time with me. And she always talking about, oh, we'll go out tomorrow. And she always with her girls. And her girls get more priority than I do. So how we dating?
That's true. That's true. If we really want to be loved, we have to be exposed to love. We have to open up and not pass judgment or not, listen to those that are in our ear and they not even in a relationship. But they can tell us all the advice. They can tell us what we doing wrong, what they doing wrong. But you ain't got no man.
You ain't got no man or no woman. You ain't got no man and you ain't got no woman.
Yes. And here's a question. How do you deal with your spouse that holds grudges and always think they are right about everything?
Wow. Deal with spouses.
How do you deal with your spouse, your husband, that holds grudges and thinks that they are right about everything?
That deserve a talk. That deserve a time to sit down and talk about things because look, we as men don't know everything. We try to act like we do sometimes, but we don't know everything. And sometimes we just gotta be understanding and listen. And if your husband can sit down with you and y'all can talk and say, every time I try to tell you something, you always tell me, you know better than me. But I ain't trying to hurt you. I'm trying to help the situation because I don't want to see you get hurt.
Right.
And man, you can't be married to someone and you can't trust their word or what they say. You know, because if your wife is trying to tell you something, you got to listen sometime, because it might be for your benefit.
Mm-hmm.
It might help your relationship. It may keep you out of financial trouble.
And holding grudges is, I want to say, very dangerous, because you could think that you've moved past a situation, and because that bitterness is there, which is a grudge, that bitterness is there, they won't celebrate you like you should be celebrated. They're always accusing, accusations, always being critical. It's no time to that your relationship will be able to grow, because that person holds on to grudges. So if you hold on to grudges, that means that you don't forgive me if I say that I'm sorry, and will you forgive me?
Yeah.
And that makes it hard to go forth in a relationship, because forgiveness is key to a relationship. We're not perfect, but if he think he knows everything, in his eyes, he is perfect. So yes, I agree with my husband. That would take one-on-one counseling, because at this point where there are grudges, that means that you're not even being heard like you should be. And it will take someone that's on the outside that can say, look, this is wrong, because they won't receive it from you because they're right. So someone has to say, look, this is wrong. You can't hold on to things that have happened in the past. You can't hold on and throw in their face every time something goes wrong, something that has happened before. You have to forgive. You have to move on. You have to be able to accept constructive criticism if you're not right, and just say, okay, babe, you was right, I was wrong. Why is it so hard to do that? And
I want to say this, that goes both ways. You got some men don't like to be don't like their wives to tell them that they wrong. You got women don't like their husband to tell them that they wrong. Oh, you supposed to agree, you supposed to be on my side. Well, not all the time you right. And in any situation, and I know you wrong, I got to tell you wrong.
Yes.
And that
Absolutely.
goes both ways.
Absolutely.
So we got to be able to accept what our husband or our wives tell us. We got to be able to listen. And that's why me and my wife always talk about sitting down, talking about things. You wouldn't know if that person is mad with you or upset, because you won't even listen to them.
Right.
And you see her walking around the house with her lip twisted, and you thinking everything all right. How everything all right when you don't even listen to her? But I tell you what, you better start, because somebody else will.
Ooh, there it is.
If you don't listen, somebody else will listen.
Wow.
So we got to be able to be conscious of our loved one. If they trying to tell us something, listen to what they got to say.
Yes.
Hear them out. You don't know, it might help you. Instead of, I know, you ain't got to tell me, I'm the man. I'm the man. No, you ain't the man all the time. You won't know everything. So sometimes you got to listen and hear. That's why the Bible say 2 are better than 1.
Yes.
So if 2 are together, they ain't together she ain't just there to be no slave. She there to be your helpmate. Making sure, hey, honey, I know you're going to make the last decision, but I think you should think about this first before you go put our money into that. Or do this or buy this. I think you need to wait, because we need that for something else.
Yes.
Whatever it may be, I don't know. But you should be able to sit down and talk about those things.
Yes.
And not be afraid to tell your husband or your wife that that's the wrong way you handled that. That's the wrong way you said that to me. I didn't like the way you talked to me, because I was just trying to help you.
And none of us want to look at ourselves and say, I'm unlovable. We don't want to do that. We don't want to admit, there's some things about me that I need to correct, because how can I even expect someone to love me in this state? And especially if I'm not currently in a relationship, but I desire one, what qualities am I bringing to the table that will enhance my future relationship. So that means that I'm working on me even before the he or the she comes. I'm working on me because I want to make sure that I have myself together. I want to make sure that, I already did a self-evaluation on myself. And look, I do this, I do that, I do that. You know what? It ain't time for me to wait for a man to come before I correct myself. Let me start working on this now so I'll already be perfected before he get there.
And can I say this? And this is what men always think about when they get with a woman. They looking for a woman that's going to give them insight, and that woman's going to give them quality and help them to grow. And I ain't talking about, from a boy to a man. I'm talking about help them excel. Mm-hmm. They're not looking for somebody always putting them down, always saying, you said you were going to do this. And when we got together, you said you were going to do that, but you ain't did nothing. Mm-hmm. But how many times have you supported him?
Yes.
You got to be, that's what a man is looking for, somebody that's going to stand by his side, no matter through thick and thin, honey, I'm with you. On which I know this is a good idea. I know you want to start this business, and you told me you were going to take care of me, but don't worry about it. I'm here with you.
Yes.
Let's do it together. What you want me to do? How you want me to help? But you got some that just criticize and sit around and criticize and don't have no what's the word I'm looking for? No edge of helping. Is that a good word?
Right. Don't do anything to enhance or
participate
in making them better.
And that's what a man wants. Mm-hmm. He wants a husband wants a wife that can enhance him. Mm-hmm. That means
add value.
Add value.
Yes.
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, baby. Add value to your marriage. Mm-hmm. He don't want a woman that cannot add value. He don't want a woman putting them down.
Yes.
And if that's a woman like you think you'll be to a husband, then you need to change.
Yes.
Because right then and there, that man, if you doing that to that man, sooner or later, he going to get tired and walk out. Right. I'm being straight up and honest with you. So you got to know that when you get a husband, no matter, even if you think it's crazy and it ain't going to work, sit down and say, honey, I don't know about it, but I'm going to support you. If that's what you really want to do, support them. And if it mess up, still support them. Don't put them down. Say, see, I told you that wasn't going to work. Told you. No, give him a chance. Give him a chance. Give him some. Be like a coach to him. Honey, come on. I know it didn't work, but how many times things ain't work when people tried it and they still progress and still came through with it again. Mm-hmm. So don't get down. Yes. Don't feel bad. I'm here with you. Mm-hmm. Let's pray about it. Let's talk about it. Let's go to God about it. I know it didn't work right now, but I'm here with you. Yes. And that goes both ways. If you see your wife, she tell you, come and say, honey, I want to go back to school because I want to get a better job. And you look at her, what about the job now? Ain't you working? Well, dog, if you quit your job, then how we going to support our bills? Mm-hmm. Well, I could work and get a part-time and work while I'm going to school. Yes. And that you can do it if she get a part-time job. So why you can't support her?
Sociable.
Why you can't be there for her?
Yeah, but we'll have everybody else back. We'll support everybody else. We're in everybody else's corner. But the one that really yearns for that is the one that God has connected you with and the one that you're spending the rest of your life with. So yes, we should be each other's cheerleader, even when times don't seem like they're going like we want it to go. We have to encourage each other. My husband or your wife shouldn't have to wait to go to church to be encouraged, and they live in the same house with you. Like, why do I have to wait this Sunday to be encouraged when I have a spouse right here? We should be encouraging one another. We should be able to pick each other up in the spirit and know that when something ain't right or something is down, we could be able to look at each other's face and tell, hey, there's something ain't right. Come on, something going on here. So I can be sociable outside of the house. I can go do my thing, be around different people, but can identify inside the house what issues need to be resolved.
And you know, it's so funny how men and women, I'm gonna pick on both, how our friend to come tell us, hey, I'm finna start this business, or I'm finna do this, and you be right there, yeah, girl, yeah, man, yeah, dog, you can do it. And your wife or husband sitting there looking at him like, well, God, dog, you don't support me like that. You always putting me down.
Yes.
You always saying what I can't do. So where's my support? Every man and woman want a support system.
Yes. It's important.
So women, if you're looking for a husband, you got to be looking to be a support system. Find your husband that's going to support you too, though.
That's it.
But y'all support each other. Be a support system. One thing I love about my wife, every time I tell her, sometimes my stuff be crazy. You know, my stuff be crazy, y'all. Because, like, can I just bring this up? Like, when we wanted to get a house and I wanted to change houses, and it was like, I told my wife, well, let's just pack up everything and let's just, we got our realtor and let's just move. We didn't even know where we were going when we sold our home. And I'm sitting there saying, oh boy, ew.
But what he thought was crazy to me was a faith move. I mean, we didn't know where we had already sold our house, had no new house to go in, but our stuff was already packed in a pod in front of our house and had already been like that for months. So to me, where he's felt like, oh, that was crazy. No, to me, that was a faith move. And we have to be able to identify, when it is like, okay, this really off the wall. Okay, you really want to do this? I'll support you, but here's my opinion. So I don't want you to be silenced into saying how you feel about something because he is the man and he is the head.
That's right.
You have a right to voice your opinion. Now it's up to your husband whether or not, and I'm talking to the women, it's up to your husband whether or not they'll listen to you or whether or not they'll heed to what you have to say. But don't ever feel like my voice don't matter. My voice don't count. When I love myself, when I'm really, and we talking about being unlovable. So when I love myself, I know that I want the best for me and the one that's connected to me. So if I sit back and be silent and don't say what I really feel, don't give my opinions. Now, there's a way to say things. There's a right time to say things. It's a right way to go about things. But it's not for us to be silent. And I know that, our husband is the head of the household, but then you have to make sure you have a man that will take your voice as, you know what? I ain't gonna move. Let me pray about this. You don't feel like that's the right way to do. Okay, let me go back to the drawing board. Someone that will consider your advice. So, you don't want to be in a relationship where your voice can't be heard or your opinion doesn't matter. So yeah, it is. And because I love myself so much and because I know you love yourself, make sure that you are yoked with someone that will value what you have to say.
And one thing I commend my wife about, y'all, was when I came to her with this idea and when everything fell into play, and I was like, wait a minute, we still don't have a house yet. And then we had to move with our daughter, and I'm like, oh God, what have I done? I'm telling you, I was panicking there for a minute. And when we finally got the house, found the house, and everything happened, it was like, I told my wife, I said, well, what if we don't, she don't say that. She said, just let God handle what He's gonna do.
Amen.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. Because sometimes,
we need reinforcement.
You need reinforcement to know, And she said, oh, hey, we made this decision together. We're going to stick with this decision together. And that's what I'm talking about. Because I told my wife, I know if I was married to any other woman, she probably would have said, you crazy. No, we ain't got no house. Where we going to go? We can't stay with our daughter forever. But I thank God that she was calm, I was calm, and we just waited on God.
And God came
through. And when He came through, He came through.
That's
man.
It.
So, that's why I say sometimes, we got to listen to one another. We got to talk. And the good thing I love that we talked about this. We planned this. We talked about it before we did it. And she already knew. I didn't throw something up in her surprise at the last minute. We went step by step together. She knew what I knew. I knew what she knew. We worked together. We knew what we can do. We looked at the houses. We did. And I mean, y'all, if anybody go around had to find a house, you know how hard that is. Yeah. And then when you putting a bid in and then somebody else get it before you, now you got to look for another one. So, I thank God that, I have a wife that's was patient with me and patient with everything that was happening, because I know most women and most men wouldn't have been patient like that. If it was the woman idea, if it was the man idea, they'll be hounding the whole time because and I, not saying it wasn't right to say anything about it, but if you're gonna be with him and he tells you what he's gonna do, and if you think that's a good idea, let the man know. And when it gets hard, you still gotta stick with him, because y'all made that decision together. Because some people, when they say, "Okay, yeah, I agree with you, let's do it," then when it start going south, it's your fault. You the one wanted to do. But wait a minute, I can't hear you and talk. Don't put it all on me. You wanted to do this. I just listened to what you said and I agreed. But now, it's your fault. Yeah, but we did it together.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like you got kicked out of a ship, abandoned by yourself. You all alone. You did it.
It was your
idea. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. And see, that's what honestly, I'm just being straight up. You don't want that in a marriage. Hey, if we go down together. That's right. If it mess up, we mess up together. If it even costs us money, it gonna cost us together. Now we gotta find a way to come back, pick that up, and keep moving, and keep our marriage and everything straight. Because a lot of time we know finances is one of the biggest problems in a marriage, and finances have broken up marriages. It wasn't even the love or nothing like it was the finances. Because somebody got mad because somebody did something and now they broke. For real. So in a marriage, the good, the bad, the ugly, the sad, it all comes down to that's who you're with. Yes, he made a mistake. But you got to stick with your husband. You got to stick with your wife. Yes. No matter what. Let them know that you got their back. Let them know you got their back. They want to know, do you have my back? I know it didn't go the way we want to, but are you still with me? But once we come out of this and God brings us through this, now, which you don't have nothing to say. Now you're happy. Oh, honey, that was the best idea you came up with. Why, baby, you was right. I should have. I'm glad I listened to you. But all the time, you were thinking about doing it your way. But you listened, and then it went the way your wife said it would go. Yes. So sometimes those things happen, and be happy that you got somebody that you can go to. A wife is not there to hurt you. A husband is not there to hurt you. They are there to support and be with you because they love you. Amen. And they want to see you succeed. Yes. And my wife would tell you, I'm always on her, about, her job, and everything. So that's what we're supposed to do as husbands. We're supposed to support. That's it. And have their back. Yes. Hey, Pastor Katie, we see you. Thank you for peeping in. We're talking about being sociable but unlovable. How we have so much love and joy and support and help that we can give to other people. But when it comes to the ones that we're actually in a relationship with, we don't have that same spirit, or we don't have nothing left because we drain.
We done gave out and poured out to everyone else. But when this comes back to our spouse or the ones that we're in a relationship with, we can tend to be unlovable because now here they are trying to pour out to us. And, we don't want to hear it. We may be in our little mood. We may have our little attitude, or, we be so comfortable with people because of time that has passed by. And sometimes we just need to do a self-evaluation and a self-check to say, hey, am I unlovable? Like, what are some things or some qualities that I'm not showing love, but, I expect to receive it. So what is it that I need? A self-check within myself to make me lovable and have the qualities that I know that will please my spouse or the one that I'm in a relationship with. So in order for me to be lovable, I have to be patient and I have to be kind. So there's something wrong when I'm patient and courteous with others, and then I'm not with the one. There's something ain't right. Maybe somebody in the chat can explain, how can we be that way? Like, we are just a whole different person, and they'll see us with different people. They'll see us interacting. They'll see, how we are, but then we change when we're supposed to be at our finest. We're supposed to be at our best with the one that we love. Remember, we're giving them all of us. We're pouring out to them. We're, so maybe somebody can explain it to me.
I want to say this on the note that you just said. I want to piggyback on something you said. And, we can be lovable, we can be loving, we can be caring, we can be praying for everybody, but we don't pray for the ones that we're with. We don't have a conversation for, after church or after where we're coming from the job, we sociable with everybody else. And if you call your wife or call your husband, he be on the phone socializing with everybody. But then when he get home, he got nothing to say. She got nothing to say to you.
Come on.
Like, are you serious?
Yes.
I'm home. I'm here now. You can't be sociable with me? Tell me, and when I ask you how your day went, it was all right. Well, come on. I wanna be sociable with you too.
That's
I'm your
right.
wife.
That's
I'm your
right.
husband.
That's right.
I want to know how your day went.
Now we so tired because we've been
and
entertaining all day.
And we mad because somebody else said something, and now you brought that home. But when you come home and your wife got your meal fixed and got your food ready for you, you right there, that should ease your mind. Instead of walking through the door, man. You know what, honey? I thank you. Yeah. Because you know what? You fixed dinner. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. That I came in here one way, but that made me happy because, when I walked through the door, it was a peace. And that's what, sometimes it goes both ways. Because I know you want to be women, men, if you the one staying home, do something nice for your wife if she's working. Because sometimes it goes like that now. So do something nice for them. If you can't cook, take them out to a nice restaurant. Honey, you ain't got to cook nothing tonight. We going out. We just want to have a good time. Me and you sit down and talk, laugh. And I one thing I love, I think it was, every time me and my wife go out and to restaurants and stuff, we just have a blast. And some of the time we just be joking, talking about making up jokes and stuff. And it be so cuckoo sometimes, but that's the way you socialize. If I can't socialize with her, how that look me socializing with everybody else except her. It don't look right.
Something wrong with that.
Something wrong with
that. Yes. Yes.
I'm cheering everybody else on, but not her.
Yes.
I'm giving everybody else good advice, but not her.
But we won.
I'm praying for everybody else, but not her.
Wow.
Case closed.
Yes.
I'm going to let my wife go ahead. Go ahead.
And that love has to be shown even in the midst of adversity. So when you're going through, I know sometimes it's hard to show that love because, it's so much going on. You have to deal with so many things. You're trying to process what's going on and what's happening, what's going down. But we have to remember that, fighting and blaming and name calling and, just passing the blame to someone else is going to keep us in the same situation that we're in. So we have to love in the midst of adversity, in the midst of bills need to be paid, in the midst of one of us fall in sickness, in the midst of whatever we go through. We have to make sure that our love is able to stand. The Bible says that two are better than one.
Yes.
So even if you choose to be single, that's fine. You know, be happy in being single. Yes. Be happy. No one is forcing marriage on you. If you're content and you're happy and you're satisfied, hey, kudos, good for you. But don't rag on the ones that want to be married. Don't bring them down and try to discourage them, because maybe you can live keeping yourself and being alone. And, you know, I know, oh, I got Jesus. Yeah, we all have Jesus. Mm-hmm. You know, maybe you can live and you've adjusted to that lifestyle, but don't criticize or bring someone else down because they choose to be with someone. Right. So since you're being there, you encourage them, you motivate them. And maybe there's some things you see that they need to work out before they get their spouse. Mm-hmm. And being that friend, be able to tell them, look, girl, let me tell you, doing that and you looking for a man, that ain't gonna work. Mm-hmm. You know, that's how we talk to friends. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how we talk to them. We share with them. We let them know, hey, you gonna run somebody away doing that, looking like that, acting like that. Hey, nobody ain't gonna approach you and you got this unit on your face. What's wrong? Like, pick yourself up, clean yourself up.
And women, ain't no man ain't gonna approach you if you looking mad and you got on that mad face. Because when I was single and I saw a woman with a mad face, I walked the other way. I ain't gonna know. She got, look at that look on her face. I told one girl one time, you better start looking like that before your face end up like for real. Because how you gonna talk about you want a husband, but you looking all mean? How you say you want a husband, but you ain't looking presentable? Mm-hmm. You know, your hair ain't done, you got on your curlers. I be seeing some women sometimes like, and they say they want a man. You got your hair, what's that thing they put on like they taking a shower?
Oh, the headscarf, shower cap.
Whatever that is.
Do-rag,
whatever they be having on and walking around and look, you gotta look good. And men, you gotta look good. Cause you know, and smell good. Cause a woman like a good smelling man.
Praise to the Lord.
You know? My wife look at me sometimes because she know how I am. I'm very,
thank you, Natasha.
Strict,
hair bonnet.
Strict,
yeah,
hair bonnet. But strict about how I look because I want to make my wife look good. Mm-hmm. You know, because if I'm looking good, she already looking good, so I got to look good too. I can't be around here, you know, have my pants half down and my hair sticking up.
Come on now.
And my beard all discombobulated, all cuckoo crazy.
Yeah.
Come on now, I got to look good and smell good. Mm-hmm. You know? And hey, men, go take a shower. Don't talk about that, that manly smell. No. Go in there and take one. For the team. Well, seriously. No, I'm just trying to help some people right now. If you trying to find somebody, you gotta look like you would want him to look, and you want to find you desirable too. Mm-hmm. You want to say, wow, she look nice. Okay, she looking nice. She polite. She talking. She not catching an attitude and stuff like that. Okay, and he not acting like he all that in a bag of chips and and men, please, when you go out on a date, don't talk about yourself the whole day. Don't talk about what you did and what you have and come on. Just learn from each other. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about for people, it's easy if you know the person already.
Right.
A lot more, but suppose you don't know that person and you trying to get to know them, then you gotta, listen a little bit. You tell her a little, she asks you a question about you, answer. You ask her a question, let her answer. That's how you grow and you learn. Mm-hmm. And then through all that, you'll find out if you're compatible. Because, in the first beginning of a day, everybody is nice.
Oh, yeah. And sweet.
Everybody is nice. Everybody is sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm fine. Oh, yes, you're so good looking. Oh, you're so beautiful. And everybody holding hands and kumbaya and, for a little while.
Yeah.
Then let's say you've been dating about 6 months. Now you start seeing everything.
Mm-hmm. The true colors.
Mm-hmm. Come to the door. She got on her curlers. Wait a minute. You didn't look like that yesterday. Come on now. So you gonna sooner or later you gotta see the true side. In the beginning, it's all just showing you how good I am, how good I look. Mm-hmm. How nice I am.
Yes.
You don't see the attitude. You don't see the frown face. You don't see the aggravation. You don't see all that other stuff, the untrust. And in relationship, all these things happen. So if we can get past the particulars and just say, you know what, let me know about you. I know. Let's see if we compatible. Let's see if this gonna work. Because it might not work for the other person. It may not work for you. Mm-hmm. Some women want a God-fearing man. Some women want a thug. I don't know. Some men want a beauty. I don't know. Don't want to save woman. They do. The ones that come to looking for a wife. They're looking for a saved woman.
Yeah, they go to the church.
Yeah, come right to the church looking for a saved woman.
Ain't got nothing sanctified about them.
Nope. Nope. But I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. But they'll come to the church and look for a wife.
Yes, because they want someone pure. They want someone, that has standards. Mm-hmm.
Well, she ain't gonna go out. She not out there like you find some women at the club,
Mm-hmm. And how dare they even think that, don't let me start on that. That they can just come to the church and find a wife when their life is not up to par of what our standards should be. It's because women, we lose our ever-loving mind when a single man walk in the church. We don't try to find out whether they have a relationship with God. We don't try to find out where they came from. Like you just walked off the street. All the women in the church that ain't saved, they just ready. Ooh, they go a man. Come on. They should not. How dare you think you can come in God's house and find a wife? We have standards. We want someone that loves God, because if you can love God, you'll know how to treat me. If you love God, you'll know how to treat me as a woman of God. That's.
Can I say this on that issue? I'm gonna piggyback off of what my wife said. In a relationship or anybody you meet, don't just take their second best. You, women and men,
don't compromise.
Mm-mm. If you know what you're looking for and what you want in a husband or what you want in a wife, I know he may look fine and good, and it's and buff like you like and all that other stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he got look at those muscles. He got muscles and he got big arms. But he ain't saved worth nothing. Telling you why we got to go to church so much. Right there, that's a flag.
Jesus. Only coming because you there. Jesus.
Only showing up because you said you asked him to come. But ask him, would he come on his own? Test him and see. Don't tell him, hey, I'm going to church this Sunday. See what he say. He waiting on you to ask him to come. Now, if you don't ask him and he don't show up, guess what?
Let's go to the beach. Because if you ain't inviting them, they're going to take you somewhere else.
Some women, I skipped the day.
Yep. Oh, I go to church all the time. One Sunday ain't going to hurt. The devil is a liar. No.
So he can come back if y'all dating for a while. He come back. See, you wasn't going to church like that regularly anyway.
That's it. Sacrifice the Sundays. What is going to be? Bible study night. What is going to be? Praise and worship. Come on, prayer line. What is going to be? What do I have to sacrifice and compromise because I want a man? Come on. No, I can't compromise. I haven't kept myself so long, and we can both talk about it because I kept myself 10 years. I'm not keeping myself so long and then just end up with anything. Are you crazy? I'm sanctified. I'm saved. And I'm going to sacrifice my sanity, my peace, all of this for a man? No, come on. I love myself too much. And you can't love me the way I need to be loved if you don't love Christ.
Here's the thing, too. And you look at how nice they are. Oh, they took me to a nice restaurant. Oh, they picked me up. Oh, they did this. Oh, they bought me flowers. Or, the man, oh, she was looking nice. Oh, she was talking nice. Oh,
close my door.
Be so nice. And I'm going to tell you, now, I don't close my wife's door all the time. I don't do that.
Only when we was dating.
Only when we was dating. I tell that. Hey, I can say that. But once I got her, that's it.
You see that? Oh, man, that's messed up.
That ain't true.
That is true.
No, I buy you stuff.
When the last time you closed my door?
Never.
You see that?
In a while.
I'm not
12 years. I ain't gonna lie about that. No, I haven't closed her door in a long time, y'all.
12 years.
I haven't closed her door.
12.
Don't beat me up, women. Don't beat me up.
12 years.
You see how she threw me under the bus? Now I said all that good stuff and she just threw me under the bus.
You was the one brought it up.
Lord 12. Jesus. Really?
You gonna close my door tomorrow, I'll tell you that.
Oh, you want your door closed? You gonna have it closed.
I want my door closed. The same way you got me is how you gotta keep me. Can I get an amen?
I ain't got nothing to say, y'all. I ain't gonna say a word. But I'm gonna tell you this much: she gonna get a lot of door closing. Honey, you ain't got it to no. You got not TV thing. I don't close your door. You gonna get your door closed from now on.
Look at all my amens.
Uncle Shorty, you too. I can't believe, man. Uncle Shorty. Really? Lord.
Ooh, we enjoyed y'all tonight.
I'll rest my case. I ain't got nothing else to say. Everybody, are y'all serious?
Yes. And when we come back look, we're every other week. So if we ain't here next week, but the week after we're here, and I will advise you on the door closing.
Oh, yeah, you're going to see how much her door be closed. Uh-huh. Her door going to be closed so much. What do you think?
That's your sis.
You be quiet. Somebody leave him alone.
We really enjoyed y'all. That's it. Tell them, close my door. I see you. Ooh, look at that. Thank you, Jesus.
You know I close your door.
I bet you will close my door.
I'm going to close your door. You watch. She know how I am, too. See, once she don't put something in my head, she know what she gonna get.
I will give you an update.
Oh yeah, you gotta give me no update. She gonna say, "I'm tired of him closing my door now. Enough is enough." Watch, y'all. She gonna be like, I had to beg him not to stop closing my door. He done closed my door so much, man. He even closed my door in the house. Oh, you want the door? Oh, close some doors. Hey, we can have some fun, y'all. Yeah, we can have some fun. But, it's all in fun and all in love. And sometimes it's good, in laughter, things that we did when we first started dating, yes, it gets away from us sometimes, It gets away from us sometimes. Like my wife used to cut up my pancakes the way I like them. I don't get that no more, y'all.
Hey, I did cut
No,
your
you don't.
pancakes.
No, you
I
don't.
do. And you don't even hardly eat pancakes.
When the last time you cut my pancakes up?
When I cook them.
No, you don't.
Man.
No, you don't. Last couple of times,
I
had whole pancakes.
He being petty.
I'm just messing
He
with
being petty.
I'm just messing with
Look, we finna end because we gonna keep y'all going on and
you know
on.
what they gonna say? Them Reeses are crazy. Yeah. Hey, we like this all the time with each other. So y'all.
We're being sociable and lovable.
Yeah, sociable, lovable,
and,
funny.
Yes.
And funny.
Have a good time with the one that you love. Yes. Have a sense of humor before he gets there or she gets there. You know how to have a good time.
And my wife would tell you, I pull jokes on her all the time. You know, I always mess with her, you know. That's just me. And she mess with me too, y'all. So we go both ways. She be messing with me too. So.
Oh, thank y'all so much for your comments. I see you. Thank you.
We love you too.
Yes. And I ain't joking. I'm gonna keep y'all posted.
Yes.
We're gonna
make sure my pancakes are cut.
Look, you gonna get some pancakes tomorrow morning.
I'm on a diet. I gotta have my shake.
Look at him. Mm-hmm. Look at him.
Now you want to do it when I'm eating healthy.
You know I always cut up your pancake.
When the last time?
We finna been a dish.
You ain't cut up my pancake from McDonald's.
McDonald's? Yeah. You don't even eat pancakes from McDonald's. Come on in the broadcast because this is too much.
See, when I get back with it, see what else she ready to cut it short. Just now, yeah, you don't close my door 12 years, okay.
You know I always cut up your pancakes. Next time I post a picture showing.
Hey, I'm gonna post a picture of me. I'm gonna put my camera up on the stand and post a picture of me closing that door. She gonna get so many door closed. She ain't gonna know how to stop me.
Somebody do the diligence. We love you.
We love y'all. We just messing around, y'all.
Thank you so much.
That's what we do. That's what we do. Hey, we hope you had a good time tonight. Mm-hmm. You know, share, post, send it to your friends. Where we talk about this, and we talking about being sociable with your husband, your spouse, your fiance. Yeah. Be sociable and be loving to each other. Make each other laugh. Mm-hmm. And that's laughter is a good thing in a marriage.
Yes.
Yeah, we have our serious time where we got to go through stuff and we got to think out things and we got to do things. But when we have our time to socialize and just talk and laugh, those are the best times that you can have in a relationship. Yeah. Those are memorable.
So please make sure you subscribe to our Unified Love Couples Ministry Facebook page. We have a group. Woo-hoo. Please join our group. We have Instagram, we have YouTube, and our website, unifiedlovecouplesministry.org. If you need personal counseling, if you need us for a conference or book signing, yes, we do have a book, The Love Cure for Relationships and Marriage. Please visit our websites and you can book your personal sessions with us, and the first consultation is free.
Free now.
So again, we love you. Thank you so much for joining the Reeses. And remember, be sociable as well as lovable.
And buy the book. I'm telling you, buy
The
this
Love
book.
Cure for Relationships.
It got a lot in it that
and marriage. On Amazon, you can find it.
On Amazon.
Yes.
That's right.
Good night.
Good night.
God bless.